Good morning, teacher. We are the group number 4 and we are going to talk about listening section of TOEFL. Listening is the second section of the TOEFL IBT. This section tests your understanding of spoken material and your ability to answer questions about the conversations and lectures that you hear. You will listen a total of 2 conversations and 4 lectures. Each conversation are followed by 5 questions and each lecture is followed by 6 questions, in a total of 44 questions. You will have approximately 60 to 90 minutes to complete this section. The skills that are tested in this section include the abilities to understand the main idea, understand supporting ideas and details, draw inferences, and understand how the speaker's intonation affects meaning. When you begin the listening section, you will see a computer screen with a photograph of a test taker wearing headphones. This screen will tell you to put on your headphones. Here we have a toolbar with some buttons. For example, the button number 1 tells you that you are taking the listening section. The button number 2 tells you the number of questions. The button number 3 tells you the time. On the right side of the toolbar are the testing tools. The volume button allows you to change the volume at any time during the test. The help button gives you the directions for the listening section. After you have answered a question, you need to click on the OK button to confirm the answer, and then on the next to move to the next question. You cannot go back to a previous question after you have confirmed your answer. The conversations are dialogues between two people. The lectures may be monologues or academic discussions. They involve a wide variety of academic subjects like biology, history, chemistry, psychology, and so on. In the listening section, conversations and lectures do not sound as if they are being read aloud by actors. The speakers sound authentic, like people actually having conversations or giving lectures. The authentic language may include the following features: polite interruptions, mistakes and corrections, digressions, and reduced speech.
The questions. The kinds of questions that are typically asked about the conversations and the lectures. Here, the standard multiple choice listening questions. The first type is main topic questions. This asks you what subject the conversation or lecture is generally about. The probable number per test for this is from 1 to 2. You can see the next example. What is the main topic of this conversation? Okay, another type of question is main purpose question. This asks you why in general the speaker are having the conversation or why the lecture is being given. The probable number per test is from 1 to 2. Here we have the next example. Why is the man talking to the professor? Another type of question is factual questions. This asks you about supporting ideas or detail mentioned in the conversation or lectures. The probable number per test is from 12 to 18. Here you can see the example. What does the speaker say about? Another type of question is negative factual question. This asks which of the answer choices is not true according to the information given in the conversation or lecture, or what the information is not mentioned in the passage. The probable number per test is from 2 to 4. You can see the next example. According to the lecture, which of the following is not true? Another type of question is inference questions. Here, this asks you to draw conclusions based on information given in the conversation or lectures. The probable number per test is from 3 to 5. And you can see the next example. What does the name imply about?
Okay, I am going to talk about the purpose question. This asks you why a speaker mentions some point in the conversation or lecture. You can see the sample question. Next, we have the method question. This asks you to explain how the speaker explained or accomplished something in the passage. For example, what does the speaker explain the concept of? Obviously, you can see the sample question. What does the professor introduce the idea of? Okay, attitude question. This asks you how the speaker feels or thinks about a certain issue, idea, or person. For example, what does the speaker say about? Or what is the professor's opinion of? Also, you can see the example. Other types of listening questions. Some listening questions have a special direction as described as follows. For example, question with multiple answers. Okay, some factual and negative factual questions have 2 or even 3 answers. You must click on 2 or 3 answers before you continue. These questions have boxes rather than ovals next to the answer choice, and when you click on each choice, the box is not completely blank. Instead, an X appears in the box. You have to mark 2 or 3 choices before you can continue to the next question. Here we have the examples that in the first example we can see that the test takers choose 2 answers. In the second, the test taker choose 3 answers. Okay, here we have the replace question. Some questions first replace a short portion of the conversation and lecture and then ask you questions about what you hear. This question usually asks you what the speaker meant or why that speaker made a comment. Replace question require you go to beyond the literal meaning of a statement in the talk. The meaning of the expression may depend on the speaker intonation or tone of voice. These questions are marked with a headphone icon. You can see that this example have a headphone icon. Matching questions. They are based on asking to match characteristics or specific information with general categories. You just have to choose the choice by clicking and drop it into the correct box. There will be 1 or 2 times that this question can appear in the test. For ordering questions is to put 4 or 3 events or steps in order. You have to click on A, B, C, or D choices and then put it on the box it belongs. There will be 1 or 2 times that this question can appear in the test as the previous one. As final question, we have completed chart questions, and it is focused on the ability that the test taker has to classify and determine points. It is to summarize all or just a part of the lecture. And as in the previous one and the previous kind of question, you have to click on A, B, C, or D choices and then on the box it belongs. And also there will be 1 or 2 times that this question can appear in the test. For the last, we have tactics for listening. The first off, you must be familiar with the directions. So when the test starts, you can dismiss directions and start and begin right away. Use note taking to to answer the questions, so be sure to record as much information as possible. You need to manage your time, so keep an eye on the clock and the question number. Don't spend too much time. Answer faster to keep the listening material fresh in your mind and to be able to answer correctly. If you don't know the answer, there are two options that can help you. The first one is the power of predictions that will help you to guess the answer. And the second one, use the strategy to eliminate unlikely choices. As finally, be concentrated. It's important because you don't have time to think an answer for so long. So focus your attention in the listening and the screen. And this is our references. Thank you.